coming at you in true Canadian fashion. It's Brass Brad, and I dig Lanark County, literally, with a shovel, and it's a great place to live. As always, I try and be informative and a little bit of story to go along with it here. Now you have your knife, Grandpa. That shoe just reminds me of something military about it, for some reason. Good story anyways. I can just hear the headlines now. Amateur metal detectorist finds not 1 but 3 meteorites. Most of these are my nicer finds, according to me anyways. Try digging, I don't care whether it's a little bit froze or not. Chunk of lead. This is with work boots and a real shovel. Glad I got that for you. Good shape. Just tell me how you get the sand out of them now. Here we go. Oh, 10 minutes. I was wondering I didn't just mangle that thing. Finally! Finally. First horseshoe of 2016. Yay. I knew before the end of the day I'd have something mysterious happen. Grooves all sliced in this hot rock here. Back to rescue some relics on Highway 511. So it'd be dig 2. Gonna head deeper into the bush today, I think. I don't think that cabin I found last time was the one the landowner's talking about, so I'm gonna go a little deeper and explore a little more back in there. Yeah, I ran into a fence line here, so I'm not going to go any farther than that, but the field, I get out of the field, kind of swung my way past where we ended up last time into another little cedar bush here. Pretty thick. Going to be hard to do much swinging in there. I'm going to try if I don't lose an eye. But I just wanted to show you there's a big old maple back in there. Nice tree. And there's not too many of these left in the country. I'm pretty sure it's a cherry. Black cherry or a cherry tree. I don't think it's the same kind that you get cherries off of, but here in Ontario there's the cherry. And it's a nice one. You don't see too many of them around. Build furniture out of them and stuff. And there's another one right here, even bigger, pretty near twice the size. Big old cherry tree. Maple right beside it here, but you notice the maple leaves up there, and then there's a bunch of leaves that get smaller off that cherry tree. Different leaves. Big dense maple leaves and smaller cherry leaves. Yeah, a survivor. Never got knocked down for furniture. 1, 2. Maybe if I see some more cherry trees along the fence line or something, I'll let you know. There's a freaky looking footprint on this cedar here. Definitely had some higher water here at one time. Maybe this spring it was up in here, but she's backed off a bit. Oddball root system over there too. Well, I came from over there, and that cedar bush is just too thick and many sticks to detect, so I came back across the meadow here, and I'm near the bottle dump from last time. And here's another one of them cherry trees over by the bottle dump. Just found a couple of bottles here. That's Pure Spring. Says right on it, 750 milliliters. Must have had a paper label there at one time. Might throw that in the duffel bag. This one had some kind of wheat or ginger plant or something on it. Maybe it's another ginger ale or something. Fat lid though, screw top. Fairly fat. A little bit of a logo on there. Might take the pop bottle. I'm not going to take this broken one though, I don't think. Hey, another cobalt blue. Oh, it's just a little Vicks Vapo Rub. At least it's that blue one. There's a nice broken blue bottle. Digging into the bottles here again. Found a couple more, but nothing I didn't get the other day pretty much. Found another part to that big finger jug there. Well, I've scoured it one more time, got a couple of little things, nothing too interesting. The way this is all checked out of the hillside here. I was climbing up here a minute ago to see if there's anything bottle stuck behind this little tree here or something, but listen to this rock here. She's loose. Yeah, you wouldn't want to climb around on that one too much. Quite almost like steps cut right in the side of the mountain here. Probably about 25 feet from top to bottom there. Slimy little pond frog here. Right there. Wonder if he's gonna try and eat this. What's he gonna do? Tickle his nose. Oh, I got him. I got him. Come on, buddy. Oh, they're hungry. Oh, another one coming. He's bigger. He's gonna chase me right off the island. Vicious around here. Take them home for a pet. Bet the cat would love playing with them. I know our dogs ate a toad that was hanging around the front yard there a couple of years ago and just sickened them. They were frothing at the mouth for the whole day and just delirious. Another one, there's the other one. Back bug him for a while. Oh, look at, there's another one over there. Another one way over there. See if he's hungry. I guess I'll get out of the stinky old swamp. There's another one sitting over there. All kinds of them. Well, I ended up detecting for only about 2 hours probably, and then I stopped off at this little dump site again. I only found 3 things. Metal detecting, little roller wheel thing, old nail, and a piece of brass, big washer or something. And all the rest of the stuff here I might take out with me. I've already got all these bottles and stuff from the last time. Turned out these are salt and pepper shakers. Little variety of them. Don't know what the little bottles are. That's Vicks Vapo Rub. These are probably like relish or something, jars. That soda bottle I got earlier. Might take that broken top just because it's neat. Found a couple little metal items in the garbage pile here. That's probably ring off of a where a chimney went up through the floor, little grate or grill. Some of them, they used to have no chimney, it would just, hot air would rise through the hole in the floor. They put a grill over it. That's plane. That's out off a plane, cutting edge. Don't know what this is. Out in the garbage pile. And this old lock, a Yale Junior, Yale in Town Manufacturing Company, Canada. Might be able to date something like that for sure. Yeah, should be able to find that one on the internet. And then the stoneware here itself, that's Wilkinson, made in England, ironware, or iron stone or something they called it. Ironstone, Wilkinson, England. Might take it, maybe I can clean it up and put some fines in it, my change or whatever I find this summer with it. Oh yeah, the cans here, I don't really want to drag them out of here, but I might. Little 3-in-1 oil. Not sure what that is. Colorful. That old oil can. Yeah. So, but the grass is way too long around here to detect. I think I'm pretty near done in here. Between the long grass and the overgrown bush and cedars, rock piles. But I did learn something today way over in the corner, right at the corner of the property line. I found a great big pile of earthworks they dug out when they tore down a 100-and-some-year-old barn, 150-year-old barn, and it was right where the toll gate was coming into Lanark at one time. So it's the rubble pile when they leveled it and made it a parking lot. So don't know whether it was, it could be older too. It could be from something before that time. I don't know where that rubble went, but I'm going to try and get some permission and check out that pile of rubble someday. It's massive. I don't know whether it's just from a few years ago or when they renovated here, or a long time ago. Maybe it's from a bridge job in Lanark years ago or something, who knows. Alright, well, I'm going to gather this stuff up and head to the truck. I really like this old, what would that be, Model A or a Model T hood, or maybe a 32 Roadster or something. I'd like to take that too. It's not very heavy. Might be able to fold it up, make it small enough to carry under my arm or something. Hinges aren't seized that bad in it yet. Don't know why, but I might drag it out of here. Alright, heading to the truck. I decided to stop and pick up that broken plow point here from the other day in that mud hole. About third or fourth one this year. She's some hot today. The wife's car, it's got a thermometer built into the dash there. It was 38.5 degrees Celsius when I left today, and that was at lunch, so it's got to be that at least by now again. I might pull in across the road, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do too much here, maybe till they cut the hay or something, do a little bit of the fields. Never did find that old shed or house or building that was down in the bush there. I found that little bit of a roof off one up on the hill beside the gas bar, but might go across the road and check out behind the trees. There's another little field apparently over there. And I guess I'm not going to do a roundup either. Got another bag full of bottles and cans again today. Pretty much seen any iron I dug anyways, so. Alright, in case I don't see you again. Thank you. I've had this hanging off my side in that bush hunt there. Don't even know what length the blade is. 8, 9 inch. You know, I'm not going to keep that in the truck with me. I'm going to go put it in my duffel bag. You know what Ontario and the OPP are like. You get pulled over with something like that and they have a hard time explaining it, but you know, they shouldn't be selling it to my 12 or 14-year-old son at Canadian Tire if they're so illegal. But he has no need for it, so I'm going to use it. Well, I came from across the highway there, 511. I was over in that bush, across, did the perimeter of that field out there last year. And actually the upper higher part there too. There's supposed to be another little field back in here. This is the property line here. Got the golf course down in there. We're on a skidoo trail here. Wee bit of a trail maybe to follow down through there. There goes some dudes. Geez, the front windshield's broke out of my truck. When I get back I'll know what happened. Be a golf ball, I'm sure. Should dress up like a bear and just run out there and scare the living shit right out of them. But I see a trail here. Gonna load up maybe empty my bag, take it so I can have a drink with me and get my knife back on and grab the detector and the shovel and see how dense it is in here. There's some brassy item here at 5 inches, ringing up 25 cent, 10 cent hits. No idea what it is, but she's factory made. There's a serial number. Could be a tractor or a skidder part or something. And it's got a PL right there. And different lettering too. Not even stamped square. You'd think it'd be raised lettering like that. Wonder if that's an after stamping or at the same time it was manufactured. Looks like it slipped into something round. No idea. Some kind of machinery or part. Old Ford hubcap right underneath the corner of this rail fence post here. It's Ford F-O-R. Can't really see the D. I'm not far from the truck yet, but I'm going to stand it up here and try and remember to grab it on the way out. Surface fine. What is it? Tiltson, or Titleist 1. Probably find more right beside the golf course here. I've never seen a blue golf ball before, but I think it's something's been eating at it. Maybe porcupine or something. They like to chew tractor tires. Don't want it. See another one on the other side of the fence right there too. I bet you if you looked around hard enough in there you'd see a couple dozen of them. Good thing this was pretty much on the surface. Friggin' no idea what that would be. I don't think it's a gas tank strap or nothing. It's real thin there. Real thick down in here. Gas tank strap wouldn't be that fancy. Huh. I have no idea. This was some kind of spring or something off an old piece of equipment. Huh. Put her on the side of the trail right here and pick it up on the way back to the truck again. And yet another one. I'm not going to bother picking them up because I don't really play golf, so half of them are all weathered. No good for nothing anyways. No good to me. Yeah, the trail come down along the fence line there and then finally right into the golf course property there. So I turned around, headed back, and I did spy that field that the owner was talking about, another little field up over the hill. So I might meander out in there and then come back onto this trail and do the other half. Go out there and look around. It's going to be way too long to detect, but there's a lonely old piece of machinery. Jeez, old roller. Huh. I don't know why it's in the middle of a field. I don't think they'd be rolling the field. I don't think they used that in the golf course. They probably had rollers 10 or 15 years ago when they built that place to pack down their topsoil and stuff, but I don't think this had anything to do with the golf course. I don't know how long it's been sitting here, but pretty spectacular. It's pretty light and hollow too. It's all hollow. I've seen smaller ones about a third of the size of that before, and they're full of cement. Three guys couldn't even roll across the driveway hardly. But they're hollow and it's pretty light, I think. Maybe it was supposed to hold water at one time or something. Some of them used to take water in them. Huh. Back out on the trail here, heading back to the truck. Gonna grab these few items I dug. Swing up the right side of this trail on the way to the truck. Battery's getting low. Yeah, on its last leg there. It'll make it that 200 feet to the truck, I guess. I had myself a coin or something here. Nice solid $1 hit. And it turns out being a little saw handle, little bush saw, Fuller, Canada. Not very old. Not far from the truck now. Working my way there. Well, I guess I'm done for the day here. I rounded up a bunch more bottles and stuff there today, and cans. This is what I dug across the road. Everything that's in this hubcap here was only about probably 300 yards, and then I came to the golf course and I had to turn around and come back on that trail. So I'm gonna have to find some good digging spots, I guess. I don't feel like running around the bush. I'm gonna have to get some old foundations or something to dig. I got offered one, but it's way up country. Probably about an hour and a half out in the middle of nowhere, halfway to Calabogie, 3/4 of the way to Calabogie. So I better take my compass and my GPS and maybe a buddy for that one, I don't know. But anyways, so that's kinda rescue Highway 511, second dig. Don't know. With all this hay, if the hay ever gets cut off these fields, I'll be able to get in some of them fields and dig. But I guess we'll call her a day for now. Thank you to my subscribers. Bye.